Hola clase, espero que estén bien. All right, now we are now in our final week. I cannot believe it. Final full week. I hope that you all are doing well. In this video, we are going to talk about preparing for the final presentation. So let's take a look. Now here is your document. It does not come up. There it is. All right, so here are your video requirements. So again, remember, you will be creating a video in Spanish where you are going to talk about your coach, your coach's country, and then there are even some details where you will talk about yourself. You are welcome to use Canva, Adobe Spark, PowerPoint, or another similar program that allows you to create a presentation and record it. Yes. Now, the video requirements, you must have a minimum of 8 slides with at least 1 slide per unit. If you see that there is too much information to be put on one slide, you're welcome to use 2 or 3. That is up to you how you'd like to divide out that information. Each slide should contain images, GIFs, text supporting the content area. Remember that in a previous video I mentioned, please do not put complete sentences, paragraphs. If you do that, points will be deducted. If you are reading from a script, points will be deducted. I highly recommend using the photos, bullet points to convey the information you have for that particular slide. Your presentation length, again, these slides must be at least 7 minutes. Okay, this does not include your reflection slide. Please also remember that as you're recording this presentation, you must speak in Spanish. I highly recommend practicing before you record, that way you have a chance. Again, I'm not looking at grammar. While grammar is a factor in it, it's not the whole thing it's not a component that I'm looking at. It's not the only component I am looking at. All right. You must be seen giving your presentation. This means that the camera must record you while the screen shows the content you are presenting. Your camera and your microphone must be on. Make sure you're in a well-lit area so that I'm able to see you. All right. And then if you are going to provide me with the link, please make it shareable. I will be looking through the links on that particular day to see whose are available and whose are not. Okay, so again, please test it out, send it to a friend before you send it to me. Okay, now here's a guide that you're going to find I'm not going to go through it in detail. Please do read it before you start your presentation. Here's what you'll include in your opening slide. Greet your professor and your classmates. Please know that I'm going to be the only one viewing it, but again, just out of professional courtesy, greet your professor and classmates. You're going to introduce yourself and then tell the class what you're going to present. You're going to talk about your coach, their country, what you learned about them. And then in your introduction slide, this is where you're talking about your coach, who they are, what do they do, what they like, what they dislike, the country they live in, describing the weather, also talking about the day and time that you usually have this session, things like that. And then you'll see questions that pertain to each chapter. Okay. So again, as you complete this, review your notes that you have taken in your videos. Remember that you are able to view all of your videos all of your sessions in the account. Okay. And then the very last slide is the reflection slide, where you provide a reflection on your experience with your Lingua Meeting coach. This reflection slide can be in either English or Spanish. The choice is yours. All right. And then you'll submit the presentation. Now let's return to here and let's look at the rubric. That way you can kind of see what it looks like. So again, these are the categories. How well do I complete the task? Comprehensibility, fluency, pronunciation. How well do others understand me? Vocabulary, how extensive is it? How accurate is my language? And then effort, creativity, originality, how well do I keep the conversation going? Each category is worth 20 points. Okay. Now, again, your presentation is due Sunday, November 30th. Let's head back to the module page. I'm going to scroll down to here it is. So here is where you will submit, okay? And I need to add my email address here. So once your presentation is finished, you're going to send it to me, okay? Or you will allow access to my TTU email, all right? And remember, this is due Sunday, November 30th at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. It is worth 100 points. And I believe, yes, okay. If you are able to finish your presentation before the 30th, let me know. I would be happy to grade it in advance. Please also know that by Friday of this week, I will be dropping your lowest 2 Lingua meeting session grades. So at this point, please look at your grade to see what the change will look like. Look at it today and tomorrow. And then on Friday, I will drop your lowest 2 sessions so that you are able to see the increase in your grade. Please also know, with this being in our online class, you will also have an opportunity for 2 points added to your final average. This will be with the final survey that is sent out by the university. I believe you have already received the link, and I'll post an announcement and send an email today or tomorrow, again, letting you know of what you can do to add 2 points to your average, not to a checkpoint, but to your average. Okay. Now, as for the extra credit points that you have received this semester, I will make a note in your final checkpoint. Once you have taken it, it'll have your original grade in there, and then afterwards I will add the points in. Okay, that is currently how we are going to do this. If we do it in a different way, I'll let you know as well. All right, I believe that's it. I do have one more question. I do have a question for you all. Now that Spanish 2301 is over, I would like to know 2 things. One, I would like to know, what have you learned this semester? How do you feel about your Spanish? Have you increased your vocabulary? Have you increased your speaking proficiency? Have you increased in your listening abilities? What can you tell me that you have noticed? What difference have you noticed between the beginning of the semester versus now? Okay. I hope that you all have enjoyed this class this semester. I love teaching this class. 2301 is such a fun class to teach. The concepts are a little more advanced, and I love that. I love teaching the preterite and the imperfect. It's always fun. That's usually a good, that's a great way to see, that's a great way to add additional skills to what you already know. All right. And again, if you need anything, let me know. If you're on campus and like to stop by, please do. I love visiting with former students. If you need anything, again, also, please let me know. As we prepare the end of the semester, again, let me know if there are any questions about grades. If something was input incorrectly, please let me know. I am human and errors do occur. Okay. But again, let me know and have a great day. Adios.